I don't think it's possible to exist as a woman and not have rage. It's just getting progressively harder to be what the world considers a nice woman. I don't see where it benefits me to be passive with disrespect.
Bad little flex, she wanna know me. I stay low key, all gas, no brakes, baby, let them hoes sleep. Body on 10, make your girl OD.
Quiero que sepa que todos los días Gwen es enfrente. And if I win a mi vida, mi corazón es para ti. I wanna treat you like a queen. I wanna He said, sexy lady with the pretty brown eyes. Oh, damn, I can't breathe. Let me know if you're down to ride. Oh, I love me some MC motherfucking Magic. I don't play about MC Magic. I do not play one game about my damn MC Magic. He said, let me touch those pretty faces when it's up and down your faces. Let me do bye. Like he kind of snapped on that song. Like, can we look up the lyrics real fast? Do you mind? Do you mind if we look up what the Hold on. I remember when I met you, you were standing I remember when I met you, you were standing with your friends at the bar looking so fine. Okay. But MC Magic is a shit, period. I don't play about MC Magic. But anyways, hello guys. Welcome to As Your Big Sister with your host, me, Asia, my queen. That is me. That is she. I am where I want to be. How are you guys doing today? Me? Oh, you guys are so nice. I'm doing well. I'm doing nice. Thank you for asking. But I would like to formally introduce myself to some of my new followers, some of the new listeners. My name is Asia, my queen, and this is As Your Big Sister, the podcast. So on this podcast, I just sit here, talk to myself about my feelings, laugh about them, cry about them. And I guess, some of you guys watch me. Some of you guys listen to me. The podcast is called As Your Big Sister because I look at life through the lens of a big sister. I'm young enough to understand why you want to make those dumb decisions, but I'm old enough to tell you not to, right? So we just sit here, we just talk. I really hope you enjoy me. I really hope you return. But to my returning listeners, how you doing? So we're going to talk about a couple things today. We're going to try to keep it a little light. And so Thanksgiving just passed. It was amazing for me. I spent some time with my partner's family, and then I spent some time with my family. My brother is here from Colorado, so all of my siblings and I were together. My cousins were there, my aunt, my uncle, my grandmother. It was an amazing time. I was a little nervous to be around my partner's family. Like, if I'm going to be completely honest with you guys, because my family is just how do I say this? We're not we're ratchet in the right and in the wrong ways. And we're very open about that. So it's just, you could kind of be whoever you are around my family. And it just is what it is. And I'm saying for real, be whoever you are. But my partner's family, in my perspective, seems a little more conservative, which isn't a bad thing at all. But it is different for me, right? So I Bitch, I wore a sweater dress. Bitch, I ain't worn a sweater dress in like 35 years. It was cute. It was cute. Don't get me wrong. But then when I went to my aunt's house where my siblings and my other cousins were, I was wearing, showing a little bit of my stomach. Like we're very open. It ain't no thing but a chicken wing. You know what I'm saying? When it comes to us. So, yeah, I was a little nervous, and I'm sure a lot of you guys were in that position or have been in that position where you go over and you meet some of the family members that you've never seen before and things like that. And it's just like, I want them to like me and stuff. And which I don't know if I've ever had that desperate feeling of just like wanting the family to like me. It was just like, I'm just going to be myself. And like, if you like me, you like me. If you don't, you don't. Because like, if I had a kid and they brought over someone they were romantically involved with, I don't want them pretending to be somebody, like I want to know who my kid is having relations with. I want to know the type of jokes you crack. I want to know how you act when you're upset. I want to know those things. Like, of course, there's going to be boundaries and, of course, there's going to be ways that you're not going to talk or act around me because I'm the mom or whatever. But like, I want to see who you are. Like, I don't want you to put on a front. I remember when some of my friends used to meet my parents and my mom used to be like, okay, like you're not like I know you ain't shy. She used to do that, guys. Like, cause I used to tell my mom everything about, what my friends were doing, and not in a way of like snitching on my friends, but my mom would kiki with me. You get what I'm saying? She had me at 17, so there's not that much of an age gap. So she kind of she's like, okay, so what did I ever say or whatever. So I used to tell her things, and then like my friends would come around, and they'd be like, and mom would be like, girl, stop. Like, you ain't shy. I know you ain't shy. I be seeing you at the school dances, and you're not shy. And she would say it in a way that's like, you don't have to be someone that you're not. And I personally would prefer the person to just be themselves, so I know what is going on, who my kid is interacting with, right? So like when I'm around like my partner's family and stuff, like I want to show as much as myself that I'm comfortable with. And I would like to just be myself completely, but it's just like, it's just not that comfortable, like I'm not that comfortable because, I don't think people who are super conservative really understand me. I didn't grow up in the church, right? Like I was raised mildly as a Jehovah's Witness. I think I said that last episode. Maybe not. I remember saying something like that, but I was mildly raised as a Jehovah's Witness. I say mildly because I would only go to like ceremonies and things like that. And sometimes I would do Bible study. But I would tell people I was Jehovah's Witness because that's just, if there was a religion, that's what it would have been. As I got older, I just decided the religion thing isn't my thing, right? Like, I don't mind anybody else being religious. And like I say that, and like, I don't know if you could see, but like, there's a Joyce Meyer book right here. And if you guys know who Joyce Meyer is, she's Christian, right? She's a Christian pastor or something like that. I don't know. But I'm not religious, but like I'll read about religion. I completely understand why people are religious. I think there's a lot of gems in the Bible and things like that. It's just not, not something that I'm really interested in. Per se. But I think that's sometimes what like makes me maybe feel a distance from them in a way. And then maybe I also have this preconceived notion that other people want me to be conservative, because like everybody wants that conservative girl for their kid. You know what I mean? They want the girl who cooks, the girl who doesn't say fuck, the girl whose ass isn't all on Instagram. We're going to get into that too, because fuck you motherfuckers. But we're going to get into that. I'm not talking about you guys, the ones, listening or watching. We going to get into it. But I just always think that people are like, okay, like I don't want a girl that's like that for my child. And so I kind of come into the situation like, fuck, like what if these people seen? What if these people heard? What are they going to think? Cause like, I don't know. Like I'm not the girl that I don't feel like I'm the ideal girl that people want to take home to their parents and stuff. So I'm always like, I'd rather like just not deal with this. Cause like I also don't want to be that ideal girl. I just want to be myself. I've noticed that if you aren't who people want you to be, they almost feel like they've got something stolen from them, like you've taken something from them, or you owe them something. Like how could you not be who I want you to be? And it's like, bro, like why? I wish individuality was celebrated a lot more, because everybody would get the real version of each other if we didn't judge each other so much. But in my perspective, I'm personally not going to be somebody that you want me to be just because that's who you want me to be. And I don't give a damn if you judge me, So I'm always like kind of I've just been very, very cautious over the years of us being together, because it's like, I don't know, like, and I don't like being in spaces where I can't be myself, or I feel uncomfortable being myself, so it's like one of those things. It's like, ugh. I would love for this to be something that like, that I was able to, be comfortable in, but I don't know. And it's also just, it's whatever. But, I had a really good Thanksgiving. What I have noticed is that I don't know how kids are going to take me seriously as an adult. I don't know how that's going to work. Because I understand why shit starts being funny when we begin prayer. Like, I don't know how these kids are going to be like, wow, this is an adult and look at me. Because I'm doing what you're doing. I completely understand. I understand why it's funny to squeeze the other person's hand. I understand why it's funny to open one eye. Like, I get it. I understand. So it's like, when I tell people that I don't want to be a mother, it's for many reasons. But one of those reasons happens to be the fact that I would be an awful mother. Oh, I would be such a terrible mother. Remember LaMilton's grandmother on Boondocks? Remember how LaMilton used to wear her ass out anytime she said no? Yeah, that would be me. I'd be the most pushover fucking mom. Mom, fuck you. Shut the fuck up, Mom. Mom, where is my skate? Get my skateboard out the shop, bitch. Bobby. Bobby. Don't talk to your mother like that. Fuck you, Mom. Bobby, remember? Use your inside voice, Bobby. Just a bad mom. I took my nephew to the park and he was on the jungle gym, and I was watching him. He was acting up. But, I was catching him here and there, and I was like, okay, it's time to go home. And he lost his shit. A 3-year-old, by the way, lost his shit. And I was like, you know what? Okay, we'll just go back to the jungle gym. Just running my life. So I'm like, I would end up raising the next fucking serial killer, bitch. I would raise an awful child. And, we don't need any more of that, okay? So the next day after Thanksgiving, me and my girlfriend are at the grocery store. She's on Instagram. She sees her friend say something like, oh, I'm ready to go see Sexy Red. And my girlfriend's like, oh my God, I didn't know Sexy Red was here. And I was like, let's go see her. An hour, maybe 2 hours before Sexy Red got on stage, we bought the tickets and went to go see motherfucking Sexy Red. When I tell you that shit was fun as fuck. It was so fun. Oh my God. So we get there. We're all the way in the back because, of course, we get there at the exact time the show starts. And my girlfriend's like, let's go to the balcony part. So we pay a little extra to get up to the balcony. We're standing there. We're sitting there. We're vibing out, whatever. It's cute. Why does this drunk, stank breath, musty dude talking about this is exactly how I like it, and gets super close to me, like the mic? This is him. I'm him. Yeah, bitch. I was like, get the fuck back. And my girlfriend's we both reacted like, what's going on? Like, he did it super quickly. These men are disgusting, bro. These men are so nasty, bitch. I'm like, I don't know how y'all be dating them like that, for real. Like, especially them dudes with them tight white shirts. And it's like, and a little bit of their belly is sticking out at the bottom. And they wear like 15 chains and sunglasses with the Beijing. Y'all know who I'm talking about. I don't know how y'all be dating them like that. Like, what's going on? And they don't have money like that. And I know that for a fact because I used to rent to dudes like that and none of them had money. And y'all used to just be standing there behind them looking so stupid. Looking so dumb. I'm like, and these dudes be taking the ugliest Instagram pictures, buying up all the likes. And y'all just, you don't know who Pimp Daddy Dre is on Instagram? And I'm like, no, girl, I don't know who that is. Feet be small as fuck. I don't know who that is. Pimp Daddy Dre. He's always hosting at so-and-so. I'm like, girl, no, I do not know who Pimp Daddy Dre is on Instagram. They be posting pictures next to cars that aren't, it's really embarrassing because y'all do date them. You date them, you love it, and it's fun for you. And I'm like, bro, I just be so mad. I'm like, and they be so confident too, talking about this is exactly how I like it. Bitch. So I post this video on Instagram. It's me getting ready for Thanksgiving. I'm looking thick. Well, I mean, what am I supposed to do? Not look thick? I'm thick, bitch. So I'm looking thick. I got my drawers on. I'm feeling nice. I've been, drinking just a little bit. I've been sipping, maybe even smoking a little bit. Feeling good, feeling confident, feeling pretty. I'm trying on some outfits. What should I wear, guys? What should I wear? Again, looking very thick. So I posted on Instagram on my reels. When I tell you it's been hell in my comments for like 3-4 days, bitch, I can't even deal. Let me read you guys some of these comments, okay? DJ Fat Cat in the building. Nobody wants to see you in underwear online. Put some clothes on or get OnlyFans. This sexy, but you could have not did this in your drawers, Bookie. But love the view. So it's been like this just for days, okay? It's been like that for days. And some of these people, when I tell you I've called everybody thin, dreaded ass bitch, I was reading the fuck out that motherfucker. I said he had grandpa titties. I was just so tired. I've just been like, and things like that don't hurt my feelings. Like, bitch, I ain't like crying at night. It's just annoying because one, please don't sit in this motherfucker and act like y'all got class. Because there was one person I was like, oh girl, have some class. Bitch, go to hell. And talking about some DJ Fat Cat and fat pussy and literally putting gifs of cats in my comments. That's wild. That is wild. Who raised you? And it just like, I sit and think and I'm like, I don't think it's possible to exist as a woman and not have rage. Like, I don't think so. I don't know. Because I have tried the like nice girl thing. I've tried to be like, oh, just let it roll off your shoulder. It's okay. Move with grace. No, I'm going to cuss your ass out. It's just getting progressively harder to be what the world considers a nice woman. I don't see where it benefits me to be passive with disrespect. Like, I just don't. I really don't. And they trick you into thinking that you will be accepted more if you are passive and allow the disrespect. That's not how it goes. Not at all. It's just going to call for more disrespect. People aren't going to treat you better if you're a nice, quiet woman. No. They're just going to talk louder over you. So me, I just decide to be loud and say, fuck you. Y'all, I don't even know how to even approach this situation when it comes to Cassie and Diddy. I don't even know how to approach it. I don't even know how to talk about it for real. I talked about it a little bit on TikTok, but I don't even know how to even explain my frustrations when I see things like that. And it's not just when I see celebrities go through this situation, because bitch, you have a conversation with your next door neighbor and that shit be going on right next to you. I'm not that type of girl. I'm not that type of person that gets outraged on social media and when things happen with celebrities. Bitch, I be mad about the next door neighbors. I be mad what be happening inside the home. Because a lot of motherfuckers like to run things on social media talking about what they don't like and what they don't accept from this celebrity, what celebrities canceled and shit. And bitch, your daddy need to be canceled. Your mama need to be canceled. Your friend, your brother, them motherfuckers need to be canceled, or whatever y'all call canceled. I don't believe cancel culture even exists, but that's neither here nor there. But like, all the times you be pointing your fingers at who's wrong online, and you need to point out who's wrong in the house, or just shut up. Yeah. Right? Or both. or both, because I do think we could walk and chew gum. But I digress. So the Diddy and Cassie situation is all too familiar to me. I am a product of a 17 and a 29-year-old. So I get age gaps. That shit outrages me. Like, I will go on a fucking rampage right now and just bulldoze my head through this fucking camera as we speak, because that shit pisses me off so bad. Because what do you have in common with a teenager in your 30s? Yeah, what the fuck do you have in common with a 19-year-old and you are 39 years old? Please tell me, what do you have in common with a 17-year-old and you 29, you 28? What are we talking about? What are y'all talking about? And these girls, they walk around talking about I just needed somebody that's like more mature. Baby, I'm going to tell you right now, you put him next to another 39-year-old, she will run circles around him, because any 39-year-old man, any 39-year-old woman who wants a 17-year-old is missing a couple screws, baby. Anybody who is 39 fucking years old who wants a 19-year-old wants somebody to manipulate, wants somebody to take advantage of. And when girls talk about the fact that these 39-year-old niggas are smarter than the men their age, well, one, hopefully they should be, because they got many years on you. And two, they just know the buzzwords to make you guys feel that way. He knows so much about World War II. Bitch, it's because he was in it. He participated in World War II. And I remember always seeing them and being like, I know this isn't illegal, but like, is anybody else looking at him weird? And then everybody would just be like, oh, legend. One, I'm not old enough to really identify with his music like that, specifically the older music, what made him who he is. And two, I've just never been fascinated by the hustle hard, rich dickhead persona. Like the one that Rick Ross has, the one that 50 Cent has, the one that Diddy has, like the very obnoxious dickhead vibe. I've just never has been appealing to me like it has to a lot of other people. So I remember watching Making the Band. I was a huge Danny D. Kane fan and always being like, wow, he's like an asshole. And then other people would kind of be like, well, that's like the industry, like that's entertainment. Like you have to be cutthroat and like a piece of shit. You have to tell people in terrible ways that they didn't make it, and everybody would just make excuses. Like, that's, it's just cutthroat. That's just what it is, so I just never liked him. Like I never been very a fan of that kind of shit. So like these allegations coming out and then just seeing also other people's reactions to these allegations, it just reminds you how much like one, you don't know certain people, because it be your own people. You're not, you my cousin. And you talking like this, like I thought we like, you think because you raised with somebody like we would kind of get it, but that's not how things work. So, you find out some things about people, when news like this comes out, you find out who's a fucking pervert too. Cause niggas who are like, she's 19, she knows better. You're weird, nigga, weird as fuck. And even if she wasn't 19, like it wasn't only about the age gap. Like, they were talking about she was sexually assaulted and human trafficked and physically abused, and he was threatening people around her. So it's just like, those of you guys defending him, like, it makes you just look at people that you thought you knew. It makes you look at them like, oh, okay. All right. So I know I will never be protected around you. I know I have to watch my back around you. It's just so interesting when these things come out about abuse and, just men taking advantage of women, or just men taking advantage of people. You just find out so much about your family. You find out so much about the people you thought were friends. And you're like, oh, nigga, I don't like you. I don't fucking like you. Wow. She knew better. It's like, oh, okay. Well, I'm happy I know that. I am happy I know that. Because when I was younger and I was reading about the O.J. Simpson trial and how people were fighting in their personal lives about the trial, like, this shit really affected the culture. And I heard somebody say when they were in school during the trial, I wasn't born yet, but when they were in school during the trial, their teachers wouldn't sit by each other because people were at odds over the situation, whether he did it or not, in which he did do it. Come on now, let's BFFR. When there's a big story that comes out about abuse and everybody's talking about it, it's just interesting to hear everybody's perspective. And you're like, oh, I thought I knew you. That's cool. Sometimes I feel like the party pooper, because sometimes I'm like, I always feel like I'm outside of the bullshit. Like, I'm like, that is not okay. And I know we're having fun and I know we're giggling and I know this is all supposed to be a joke and stuff like that. But like, that's not okay. That's like sexual assault. Like, if you don't mind, or like, this dynamic seems weird. And everybody's just like, I just wish I could be more not here sometimes. Like, I wish I could just be more oblivious to things and not be like, what's going on? What's going on here? But here I am, always peeping shit. So we are going to wrap this episode up. Thank you guys for listening. Thank you for watching me. This is As Your Big Sister. I'm Asia, my queen. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Tell everybody that I'm beautiful, smart, and sexy all at the same time. Bye-bye.